It's amazing what we.
I don't want to stand outside.
I haven't got weight, but we're going to grab weight. Lightweight. You got weight? Yeah, great. Oh, no, I don't even. I've got an inch of shoulder. Well, how? I'll grab from yours in a minute. Okay, feet are going slightly wide, while toes turned out. And whilst you're standing here, clench your butt cheeks. We're going to do a long, deep shoulder roll, squeezing up, squeeze your shoulder blades together and drop them back down. So just repeat that. And then use this opportunity to breathe. Inhale and exhale. You go in. Put on. Playing its own thing, I'm afraid. It is. And then reverse it. So bring the shoulders up, pull them back round and down. Oh, now it's playing its own thing again. Two more. I don't like being rushed here. And then pause. Okay, one more shoulder roll back. And then we soften the knees. So you still got that stance in the legs. Scoot the belly in and the body's just going to roll itself down to the floor. So having a slightly wider leg stance allows a little bit more give. Go all the way down until your weights hit the floor. And push your bottoms back and your weight sways back into your heels. Take your arms and extend them forward. And lengthen the arms and drop your head and chest between the shoulders. So think about pushing your bottoms behind as you reach your arms forward. And then bring your body weight forward a little bit. And sway your hips side to side. So you extend one leg, bend through the other side, and extend the other side. So you're just pressing away. Trying to get one leg dead straight, allowing a little give, more give through the hip on the other side. Go for 8, 7. Allow your body to move. 6, 5. Push your body weight back to your bottom, into your heels a little bit more, so your bottom go behind. 2. Come center, extend the legs. Melt your head and chest as far down as they will go. Push the backs of the knees towards the back of the room. Try and get your knees dead straight. Try. All about trying. And then bring those weights back underneath your shoulders. Grab hold of them, scoot the belly in. And we're going to very slowly control the roll up. So allow the weights to kind of be, just relax down. And then shoulder roll at the top. Good. Bring your weight to your chest, holding here. We're going to inhale, sink the bottom back into a squat, and exhale, come back. Breath in. So have a look at your legs. So my feet have actually crept in a little bit. So they're slightly turned out to give a little bit more into the buttocks. The knees follow the middle toe. Your weight sinks back into your heel, and your chest is elevated, and your shoulder blades are squeezed back and down. We're going to go 8. Inhale down, exhale up, 7, 6, 5, a little bit deeper, 4, 3, last 2, one more, hold it, 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you, and we come in all the way up, dropping our weights down by our thighs, shoulder roll, woo, a massive head rush. Yes. Now slide the heel toe those feet in, bring them underneath your hips, soften the knees, and let's roll down to the floor again. So we hit the floor again. Straighten out those legs by bending, lifting up through the back. So look up, look forward, pull your chest forward and shoulder blades back, and then lengthen out, keep your head and chest down. And do that again. One more. Use this opportunity to breathe. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lengthen. Look up, lift, lengthen. One more big breath. Hold that stretch. Now straighten out those legs, push the knees behind you. Let's mobilize our bodies a little bit more. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Sink the chest lower. Take one more breath. Eye gaze forward. We're taking our hands, we'll walk with our weight, bringing ourselves into a plank. Feel free to put your hands back to the ground if you prefer. Your position of your weight is up to you. And then we're going to tap one knee and extend. One knee, extend. So we'll hold your plank, isolating through those hips. And if this isn't for you, start on your knees here and extend one leg, drop it, and extend one leg and drop it, making sure you keep those hips dead still. We're in 8, 7, 6. I gaze to the front of your mat. 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Extend the legs and push your body weight up into the air. Extend the spine, stick your heels down, lift your bottom high. Imagine you're making a beautiful triangle through the body. Now straighten those knees a little bit more. If you're tighten those hamstrings, good opportunity to really breathe into them. And then roll it forward and drop your knees down to the floor. Okay, go straight into the hips and buttocks. You're going to take your weight to your left leg, we're going to start with. Behind the knee. Move the right weight out the way. And we're going to get a nice strong stable ground here. Hover the left knee and simply squeeze the knee up and drop it down. Now you need to pull the calf in towards your hamstring so you've got a nice firm grip of the weight. You can do this without any weight. Now, I injured my buttock the other day. I don't know how it's going to cope, so we're going to see how it goes. Literally going on a treadmill from an uphill walk to a run. And I think I was wearing different trainers, but my body got used to trekking in the mountains. Not that I was trekking in the mountains, I was trekking on a mountain.
So the problem.
No, every morning I got up in the morning, there's a 7K walk up and down, big hill. 4 more of these. Of course, we hold the last one up into the air. So lift it up, squeeze the belly in, make sure not to pin that lower back. Take it into a 10 press pulse. Just squeezing that butt cheek. Your right butt cheek should be starting to feel it. 4, 3, 2, hover the knee. Squeeze that weight tighter. We're going out to the side and back down. Now let a little bit more give happen through your right elbow to allow your left hip to open out. Try and keep the knee and the ankle aligned. Who's dropping it? Reposition it. 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up, hold 10, 9, get it higher than your hip. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. Release it for a second. We're staying on that leg. Just slide it away, lengthen it out, and then hover it off the ground. Raise your right arm up. We tap down. We lift up. This time we open the knee out and we squeeze the elbow and the knee round to the side and into the waistline. Tap, lift, squeeze, release. So that right buttock should still be fired up. If it's not for you, drop the hand and just do the leg on its own. Four more. Make them big. Tap it. Lift it. Squeeze it. Feel your obliques, the sides of your waist, controlling the move. Give me one more big one. Lift, open, extend, and drop it down. Very briefly, sit back in child's pose. Extend your arms, drop your head and chest down to the floor. Feel your right buttock just releasing. And then bring it up. Drop down onto your right elbow. Extend your left arm out to the side. You're still on that left leg. You ready? Lengthen it out behind, lift it, take it all the way around, drop it onto the floor. Once it's on the ground, roll yourself up so you're sitting above your hip. This is me being kind and giving you a quick breather. Turn your toes out, slide your left leg arm down, take the right arm up and come into side bend. So once you can go as far as you can, turn your eye gaze underneath that shoulder and try and push your hips forward as you look up and under. Fingertips reaching towards that left foot. Straighten the knee. Pick it up. Turn that foot flat to the ground. Drop back down to that left elbow, right elbow, left hand out. Point the toes, the big toe tapping the floor. And we're going to lift up and we're dropping down. So when you start to get a bit tired, the leg will start to drift this way. So bring it back forward again. If it's really not for you, take half the load off. Carry on with half the load on that leg. Keep going. 6, 5. Just tap it down. Controllably working that leg downwards. Controllably up. Hold it. 10 pulses. Let's go. 10, 9, 8. Get it higher. 6. Squeeze it. 4, 3. We're doing last. 1. Drop it down. Back to the ground. Slide it away from you. Move your elbows over to the left. Take your right knee over to the right. Turn your foot out. And let's stretch through those inner thighs. Elbows to the ground. Flat back. Look up. Lift and lengthen out. And then push your bottom back and down. So use the mirrors, if you can see, if I'm up over me, I'm on your way. No. You want to look at your hips. Your hips need to be level. And if they're not, come up with your hands and work on your hands instead. Now slide that outside edge of your foot flat to the ground. Toes pointing forward. Push your bottom back a little bit more. Push your hips down a little bit more. Are you feeling that? Okay, to come out, we come to our hands, we lean into the right leg, slide the left leg in. Tuck those toes under when you land, so you've got full flexion of the toes, and then sit back into your heels for a brief moment. If you have arthritis, do not do that. Bunions. Feel free to lean back. There we go. Okay, bring yourself forward again. Take your weight, slide it behind your right leg. So hip square, shoulders square. Hover your right knee and begin your hip extension with that hamstring curl. So squeezing up, dropping down. So when we lift our leg up, what tends to happen is your lower back likes to stick. So you tuck your tailbone under, draw in your lower abs to really keep that stabilization through the hip area. Breathing out, lift, in, go down. physically squeeze the weights. You've got a really firm grip, and then as soon as you squeeze that weight, you're activating your hamstrings a little bit more. 6 more of these. Try and keep it as a consistent flow. Up, down, up. Tom said he was coming today. Hold up. Let's pause. 10, 9, squeeze it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then brush the floor. And we're going straight out to the side. Lots of bend in that left elbow. And lots of oblique work. So we often do this exercise when we drop down to our elbow on that left side. But what happens with not doing that in this case is it restricts you, so it makes you work a bit harder. And your obliques have to fire up a little bit more. Now your left buttock. 4 more. I did this the other day with a 2 kilogram weight. The difference with that and a 4 is awful. Okay, let's hold up and pose. 10, 9, get it as high as you can. Squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it. Take it away. Take it away. Slide that left leg away and lift up to a hopper. Take your left arm forward. We tap down, we lift up, and we take out, round to the sides, back, and release. Feel free to drop the hand and do just the leg on its own. Just doing 4 more of these, make them really big, big squeeze. Bring them all the way up and round, up, squeeze, lengthen, down, last 2. 1 more. Take it away, drop it down. Repeat it back into child's pose. This time bringing your hands around, catching hold of your heels, and just folding yourself down, turning down into a little ball as best you can. This isn't for you, just keep the bottom in the air, keep hold of those heels. Bring yourself up, pick up. Take that leg out behind, take it around and drop it to the floor and roll it up. So you're above your left knee. Turn the toes out. And then slide your right arm down, reach your left arm up and over to C curve. And we're trying to kind of pull our hips forward. Probably do it very well this side. And then reach away. And then look underneath that shoulder so you get a little bit more push forward through the hips. Inhale, raise your arms. Release. Bring yourself back down. This time dropping your left elbow, right arm out. Toe points to the floor. Make sure it lines up with your hip bone still. Abs on. And we lift the leg up. We tap it down. Like I said, really not for you, really struggling. Bend the knee and work back. Four more. Okay, last one. Stay up into the air. Lift it a little bit higher and take those pulses. Let's go. 9, 8, 7. Pull that leg further forward. So it's right up by your shoulder. 3, 2, and drop it down. Slide it away. Walk over to the right side of your mat. Your left knee goes wider. The foot turns out. Lengthen out through the spine and then sink your hips back and down. Do it on your hands if you're struggling with your elbows. Side will always feel a bit tighter than the other. See if you can drop back a little bit deeper, push those hips back, drop the hips a bit lower. Two more breaths, come on, make it deeper, push the outside edge of that foot flat to the ground. Go on, Auntie, foot on the floor, foot on the floor.
No.
Okay, come up onto your hand. Move your body weight to the left side. Tuck those toes under again, sit back.
Right down this side.
Yeah. Come back if you can. Press forward, shoulders squeeze back. No, enjoy that one. Okay, let's release. Release those feet. Good, right, we're going to spin around. Let's set that bottom. Grab your weights. My shoulders feel like this, but we'll see. Right, so first of all, we begin leaning into our weights behind us with our hands over the top of the weights like that. That's what my hands do. And then we're going to point the toes and we're lifting to a reverse tabletop. Now, if you don't want to do it like this, just bend the knees and do it like that. So wherever you are, lift up tall. And if it's really, really not for you, you can just stay here and then just push your chest forward and squeeze your shoulders back. Squeeze the backs, lift the hips, and then lift the chest, go further. Hold it. And then lower your bottom down. Bring the weight up to your shoulders. Sit tall, squeeze the belly, quarter or halfway back. I'm going to lengthen the arms up for 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. You bring the weights back to the shoulders. We roll it down. And then we extend our arms up above our shoulders, bring our weights together. Lift both the knees up to tabletop. And we're going to extend one leg as we bend the elbows, pressing the weights behind the back of our head and bringing them back up as we pull our knees together again. If you want to go a little bit further with this, do the final 6, both legs. Your choice. One more. Weights stay up, feet pop down to the ground. Take a breath in, exhale, roll your hips up into a bridge. And you're going to draw the weights down towards your lower tummy. And then extend your arms as you tap your buttocks to the floor. So pull everything into the center and then push everything. So squeeze both butt cheeks. Two more. One more. Then keep those arms forward, roll out of your bridge. Slide your legs flat down to the ground. Inhale, chin to chest, exhale, roll it up. Once you come to the top, take those weights behind you again. This time, turn your palms in. If you don't want to, that's fine. Stick to what you did before. And then lift up. 3 deep breaths at the top. Bend knees, straight legs, or not at all. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little bit more. Lift the hips a little bit more. And then drop. Bring the weight to your shoulders. Scoop the belly in. And we're going for 8. Shoulder press. If you want more in the abs, sink it a little bit more. When you've done that last one, with the weight to the shoulders, control, we bring it down, arms up above the shoulders, legs to tabletop. One leg at a time. As you extend the leg, you bend your elbows behind the head, or do two together. Work those triceps. Last one. Put the feet down, roll the hips up, bridge. So we lengthen the arms away as we drop our buttocks to the ground, and then we pull everything up into the center, weight down towards the tummy. Now, what I want you to try and focus on whilst you do this is leave the top of your rib cage where it is, and then bend from the center of your back to get your buttocks down. So you're not rolling, you're keeping the top part, and we're mobilizing the spine and forcing it to work into a slightly different extension. Leave the chest where it is. Just think about your chest stabilized and your bottom dropping on its own. Two more. Dead straight arms. One more. And then hold the weights up, roll it out. Slide the legs away. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, roll up. Bring those weights behind you again. If you want, you can turn your palms a little bit further out to the side. You can't totally rotate them. If you want to totally rotate them, drop your hands to the floor. Point your toes and lift your hips. Chest up. So we exhale, you go a little bit deeper. Last breath out. And then we lower it down. Last round, pick up those weights. Sit tall. Bring the weights to here. Keep the belly in, drop down. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, bend the knees, extend the leg. And we're going. 8. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. See you later. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it down. Extend the arms. If you want to make it harder this time, you can do your legs straight. So whether or not you bend the elbows behind, extend one leg away and bring it back up to the top. Or you can do full leg extension with the weights together. Or you go to bent knees. One more. Bend the knees, pop the feet onto the ground. Take a breath in. We lift the hips and take the arms behind. Drop your bottom. No, that's the wrong one, isn't it? Bring your hips up as you drop your weight down. Sorry. Extend your arms. Buttocks touch the floor. Leave your rib cage up in the air. See what's going on here. Make sure everyone's doing what they're told. Leave the top part of your rib cage up. Really bend with the center of the back. Lovely. Breathe. Now, when you've done that last one, roll it out, keeping your arms above the chest, shoulders, wherever they are. Extend your legs. And carefully take those arms behind you. Drop them down to the ground, turn your palms to the sky, and lengthen out through the whole body. Feel your rib cage stepping down as you lengthen out through those arms. Bend the elbows and then take your arms out to a T shape. So bring them weights over out. Abs on, lift those legs up to the sky. Now you need a little bit of coordination for this. So we're going to do this together. Drop your right leg about 3/4 of the way down, and then squeeze the thighs so slightly crossed, like scissors. Then open and cross them at the top. Open, cross them at the bottom. Now, when you move your legs in this direction, your hips kind of want to wobble side to side because that's what your legs are forced them to do. So fix in that core. Don't let anything move. Lower back, dead still. Again, that's fixed into the floor. We're going for 8. Big wide circles. 7, 6, 5. Cross those thighs. 4. Bigger circles. 3. Drop your leg a little bit lower to the floor. 2. Last one. And then lift the legs up to the sky. Bend the knees and pop them over to the right to rest in a spinal rotation. Put that top weight on that thigh and twist. Breaths, just releasing through the shoulders, front of the shoulders. Release the arm back out. Hands on, lift those knees back up into the center. Pause in the middle, pop the feet down. Roll the hips up into a bridge. So if you want to, move your arms from the weights and bring them down by your side, feel free to, bit more stability. Take the weight to your right leg, raise your left leg up to the sky, flex the foot, lower that leg down so it lines up with the right thigh, point the toe, lift the leg all the way back up for 1. We're going 8 times on each side. 2. And if this isn't for you, take the load off, tap the toes, lift the knee in instead. 4 more. Lift those hips higher, squeeze that right butt cheek. Last one. And pop the foot down, lift the hips, raise your right leg up to the sky, flex the foot straight to the knee, let's go. Down, point the toe, lift up. Flex, point the toe, lift up. Squeeze that left butt cheek to elevate the hips a little bit more. Come on, lift it, get that leg beautifully straight. Last 2. And when you've done that last one, bend the knee, pop the feet down, lift the hips, and then exhale, roll it out. Breath at the bottom. Abs on, legs to tabletop, legs straight up to the sky. Drop your left leg down towards the floor. Squeeze thighs together, so slightly cross. Let's go back into those big circles. Make them bigger this time. Follow? Can you hear it?
Well done in the best possible sense.
Wider, lower, more squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Push the spine into the floor using your tummy muscles from the top of the rib cage down to the cockpit. Last 3, 2, and then legs up to the sky. Bend the knees and pop them over to the left. Weight onto that top thigh and then twist into that right shoulder. Have a few deep breaths here. Long deep breath into that rib cage. Exhale, go deeper into the stretch. Shoulder blades, rest into the floor if you can. Release the top leg when you're ready. Lift the knees up into the center. Release your weight. Slide your hands down the back of the thigh. Roll up, spin around, and we're going to finish with 2 planks that takes into stretch. So we're going to start in a downward facing dog position. So hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift those hips, and get into that lovely settled position. Bend the knees, lift the bottom, lengthen the spine, melt the chest, and then press your heels into the floor. Inhale, exhale, left leg raises up to the sky. We roll forward onto the tips of the toes on the right foot. We swing the left knee forward and tuck
our chin towards our chest, and then kick that same leg to the sky for 1. Come forward, squeeze in, kick away for 2. If you want more of a challenge, by the way, you can pause in your plank and just squeeze it away there. Turn it in, 4, squeeze it away. It's your choice. 5, right leg completely straight. 6, 7, all of you, float forward and hold it. Now scoot the belly in, lift the thigh towards the abs, push the floor away, hold it, and then we're simply going to go into pigeon. Okay, try and get your right hand underneath your right hip, or come into seated handle, 90 on the knees. Mark's already 1 step ahead.
Okay.
Bend your back heel in towards your bottom. And then raise your right arm up. Take it all the way around and reach that heel. Pull the heel into the bottom and then draw your body weight back round to the front. So in seated hurdle, you can get your knee back a little bit more and then turn away from your thigh. You get a bit more of a stretch. So right shoulder, draw it round towards me. That's it. Drop down to your elbow. You're doing the wrong way. And release the leg. Find your stretch. Everyone find their deep stretch. Come forward over that knee thigh. I like to always rock side to side through my buttock stretch, so it's up to you what you do. Pause for 2 more breaths. Allow your body weight to sink. Don't hold on to any pressure in the shoulders or in the buttocks. Let them go. Why is that fun?
Because it's only my shoulders keeping me up.
Come up onto your hands. Tuck your toes. Lift your body weight. Downward facing dog. So get your downward facing dog perfect. Bend the knees, lift the hips, lengthen the spine, push the heels to the floor. Right leg comes up to the sky. To start with, we all rock forward, putting the knees to the chest, and we all rock back and lift the leg to the sky. Good one. And 2. Now, if you want to hold that plank, pause it and just work the leg on its own. Not quite sure of an ninja buttocks like this. Back. I feel like we're going a lot faster on this side. We're going faster on this side. Let's just do a couple more, shall we? Okay, your next one. Put in, hold, squeeze. Now pull the thigh up towards the abs, lift your spine higher. And plonk it down. Pigeon on the right side. Slide your left leg back. Heel sits underneath your left hip. Raise your hips up high. First of all, fold the heel to the bottom. Take your left arm up, swoop it around and catch the foot. Draw the heel in, and then bring your body weight round to the front again. Come down here, grab it down here, then come back up here, unless you can't come back up. Can you drop down to your elbow?
Yep.
Now release your back heel and sink into your buttock stretch. Just take a breath. Sway side to side, stay static, but just make sure you're breathing. Couple more breaths here. Let the shoulders go, let the hips go. Do you hold yourself up this side? Not so much.
I think she's quite in there. Hasn't gone on the other side.
Okay, up onto your hands. Tuck your toes. Lift up. Press your heels back, soften the knees, and walk all the way back to your feet. Once you land with your feet, hook around your big toes. Thumbs pressed onto the thumbnail, or the thumbnail, big toe now. Bend the knees and drop your head and chest down towards the thighs, and then begin to lengthen out those knees. Lightly squishing your fingers through that big toe. And then soften the knees, release the feet, stay in your forward fold, take hold of your fingers, interlace them equally behind the base of the spine, and bring those arms up and over and stretch open through the shoulders one more time. And then release them, let your arms hang. If you want to grab the weights, just do your last roll up, grab hold of them, it should be at hand's reach, and then you scoop the belly in, roll it up carefully. Gonna get a head brush again. Chin comes up. We roll the shoulders just like we begun. 4 times. Feeling the strength. Raise your arms up and overhead. Oh, I can't do it for my shoulder. Reach up, squeeze up, look up. And then carefully bring your hands down in front of your chest. Give yourself a bow. Release your arms. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Sorry, we have run a little bit over time, but we just start late. Thank you.